because all of this business about options, there are options that look appealing, but you don't know enough about them. So maybe they're not a good idea, or they may call you to do something that you're not completely comfortable with. Hi, my name's Dee. Welcome to Untitled Tarot, and welcome to your new moon reading for February 2020. So that's the new moon in Pisces. Now, normally I'd be asking, what would we be beginning with the new moon energies? Listening to the astrologers, this time this new moon, it is incredibly transformative, as all new moons are. We're at the end of the passage for the zodiac. The new moon's going to start passing around the zodiac again next month. Actually in a few days, but you know what I mean. So I want to ask the question, how can we best utilize the new moon energies? Because it is as much about considering and planning beginning things as actually beginning things. And it's also about considering and planning how to end things, which makes sense with all the Capricorn energy we've got going around and will have for the rest of much of this year as well as last year. You can ask a question if you want, but bear in mind I am looking at how we can best utilize these energies. Now, the reading either is for you or it isn't, and the way that you know is if the past and the present don't fit, the future's not going to fit. It's not for you. But I do advise that you watch more than one anyway. You want to have a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, maybe your Venus placement, maybe your North Node, whatever takes your fancy. Now, if you don't know what all of those are, your rising sign, your moon sign, etc., there's a link down below so that you can get yourself a free birth chart. And also, there is a timestamp to get past all of this waffle because you've only got to listen to it the once. As a general reading rules apply. You know, roles can be reversed. I could be saying you're doing something and it's somebody around you that's doing something, or vice versa. Timing's hardly absolute because with all of these new moons, full moons, astrological aspects, they're like ripples in a pond. And some people will be hit by the ripple before other people are hit by the ripple. Other people don't necessarily get hit by that particular ripple. So it's timing is advisory. Of course, if you led to this reading well out of season, well, that's when it's useful for you. So enough of my waffle. I think I've said everything that I need to. Let's bring up the cards. Okay, Leo, it looks like what you are being asked to do with these new moon energies. Bear in mind, the new moon energies is a time, this particular new moon is a time of sitting and thinking and planning. So yes, you are bringing new things into being, but you are bringing new things into being by the power of your thought, by the power of your planning, by the power of your considering the options, of which you have many right now. But what you are being called to do is build upon that which you have already created, build upon that which you have already built. You have obviously made quite a deal of progress on some issue, and it is time now to work on that because things have been slow for you recently. You've been, according to this, you've been in a good feeling like you're in a fairly good place, but things are slow. You know, you've managed to take the time to sit back and rest and recuperate, heal if you've needed to, look within. But now is your time to start manifesting. So now is your time to plan how you are going to start manifesting and be aware that there's something that you are not seeing. Because what stands against you right now, what challenges you, is there's some news that you've received which has opened the door to a whole number of options. However, what Spirit is also bringing you is a whole number of options. So with the Ace of Swords as your final outcome card, I'm feeling that you are being led to use your discernment and not just go for the same old. With this oracle card, Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns, because this may well be a love reading, because we have Angel of Love and we have Master number 33, Door to Romance, from the Energy Oracle. There may well be, I want to think in terms of like that, the sacred marriage, sacred romance, therefore, between divine masculine and feminine within yourself, because all of this business about options, there are options that look appealing, but you don't know enough about them, so maybe they're not a good idea, or they may call you to do something that you're not completely comfortable with. And there's a whole number of options where there should be quite a bit of clarity, where these are good options for you and they will be fun. This is, I'm not entirely sure why, because she looked like she's got quite a frown on her face, but I feel like this Queen of Swords is one who's looking for fun, among other things. Yeah, she can cut things away. Yeah, it's more about the laser sharp focus of going, that I will enjoy, that I will enjoy, and that I will enjoy. So they're the three things I'm aiming for. The rest, yeah, get rid. Because I feel that now is a time for strategy, because you have a chance of leveling up, but you have a chance of leveling up, and there's an element of wide-eyed innocence with this. There's an element of, oh, you want me to do what? I need to go where to get the next step done? And that's a good thing. From these cards, what I do is I want you to feel that awe, that wonder, that slight amount of trepidation, because when you're feeling all of that and when you're putting secrets to rest, especially family stuff, you are headed towards a Ten of Cups situation, happiness, fulfillment, better than wish fulfillment, at quite a fast pace. But you do have to be aware of the shadows that have been around you. So whether these be family shadows, whether these be shadows due to I've always done it this way, this is what you've been working through recently. So, I mean, people have been seeing how hard you've been working, and you've been supported in this as well. So use the lessons that you've learnt. You've already been given all of the tools. If I remember some of your previous readings, there was some quite eventful ones. So you've already been given all of the tools. I mean, you are concerned that maybe your plans won't come to fruition, and that the dream isn't as solid as you'd like, and that the aim that you're wanting to go for is not as easy to bring into reality as what you may think it, what you may hope it is. Rubbish. This is what I think to that. Rubbish. This dream is, as long as you maintain that laser sharp focus on this is good and I enjoy it, but there is an element of this is bad and I enjoy it, maybe don't go that way. And there's an element of this is bad and I don't enjoy it, don't go that way. This is good but I don't enjoy it, don't go that way either. You're looking for what is good and you enjoy both of them. So if there's family responsibilities, you are setting your kingdom up here. You are persisting in the efforts that you have already started in motion. So now's the time to strategize. You are setting up your kingdom right now. You need that laser sharp focus. But if there's someone within the family who's saying, yeah, but you need to do this. Why? Because you're a member of this family. And you don't need to do those things if they are not good and enjoyable. Because this is where you are being led to act. You are certainly being led to follow the joy. I think I'll call the reading that, follow the joy, because this is where you're being led. You have got a devil card in the final outcome. But while I shuffle for that, the oracle cards, I've covered Angel of Love, Door to Romance. So this could be the next level in a relationship, which is not happening yet. This is you preparing for that next level, not necessarily jumping into that next level immediately. But we have faith in your dreams with the waxing crescent moon. So this is why I'm saying you are wanting to build upon what you have already created and the lessons that you have learned, because you've been given the time to learn them. And if you're, we have the angel of snow here, Schlegiel. Schlegiel. So you are feeling pretty abundant. So if the world, with the Empress card here, so if the world isn't as abundant as what you would like, you have got everything that you need, because Schlegiel's gift is to find joy even in the most barren environments, even if the most cold, wet, damp, freezing environments. He dances in the snow and has a whale of a time. He brings joy to wherever. And your own interior study should show you that whether you're feeling materially abundant or not, right now you have enough for tomorrow. And tomorrow you can take care of the day after. But I feel that you're probably in a better position than that. But I just wanted to point that out because that's what Schlegiel was saying. There's no real absence, or there's no poverty, sense of poverty here. There's no sense of lack here. The only lack is that there is something right now that you are not seeing. So maybe you are concentrating on certain options that have been brought to you by news, rather than noticing all of the options that are available, because Spirit's certainly bringing you a whole number of options. Seven of Cups opposing you, and Seven of Cups being the gift of Spirit. So there's, plenty of options. And with the full moon cycle and the fact that it's the 2 sevens, I'm going to say you've got a couple of weeks to sort it out. But have faith in your dreams with the waxing crescent moon. So this first week, think about how each of those options matches up to, is it good? Will I enjoy it? Right, let's have a look what this final devil card is. The Ace of Wands. Right, just be careful about shooting ahead too quickly. And be careful with the devil card itself about repeated patterns. So be careful about the family patterns that come through. Are you doing it because it is what you want to do, or are you doing it because it is what you've been taught to do, or just what you have always done? Because it's a new moon, time for the new, strategize for the new, level up. And if you level up, the new level ain't going to be the same as the old one. So I hope that means something for you, Leo. If it does, please do comment down below. Press subscribe while you're there. In the meantime, your next lunar reading will be the waxing moon readings, which may be out Tuesday or Wednesday. They're going to be a couple of days late. Mercury retrograde has hit. I'm borrowing a second camera at the minute. Whether I get it in the week is another matter. Also, I'm looking to do Mars ingress Capricorn readings. I know this has already happened, but Mars is there for 6 weeks. And today, as I film this, the day of the new moon, Mars crosses over that eclipse point from the solar eclipse. Anyway, 4 degrees Capricorn from one of the Christmas eclipses. So I want to have a look into that as well. So there's quite a lot coming out in the next week, Mercury retrograde willing. So like I say, comment down below, please press subscribe, and see you next time. Cheers.